Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. For all of you who are watching us from all around the world, thank you for being with us today and thank you for making this event happen. Special thanks for GBA Global Board of Directors and members. Special thanks to and grateful to our sponsors of this event. I will present today a short introduction about the theory and the concept of blockchain in a macroeconomic perspective towards achieving a global financial inclusion and justice to our world. And to be clear here, we are not following any political party against other. It's not an event to start comparing capitalism to socialism or any other foundational movements in the world, but trying to bring in new ideas of our foundational and economics infrastructure. So now I will highlight some symptoms of our current financial systems before diving to the main idea. All of us has seen and felt the current increase in prices around the world and how it affects mainly the middle and the poor layers of our societies, what we called inflation, which something happened many times in the modern history. But these days, we are facing something different than normal inflation. We are facing a global recession and increasing in poverty scales and higher percentages, especially in the third world. And the first symptom here I would like to highlight that's mainly focused in normal trading activities. Consider yourself have been in a case that you own a small shop of equipments for sale, and your shop is full of these assets, bumps, for example, and the market is down. You cannot sell or cash in your goods. Your second door neighbor is having an office of furniture company, and he also having a major old stock that he cannot sell due to the market as well. Let us consider that both of you needs each other products, but you cannot trade because you don't have the money in your hands at the moment that due to the market situation, there is no money, so you cannot exchange this product. Scale this small business story for so many shops, companies, industries around the world who are having the same situation, waiting the economy to grow up again, so they start trading again and make profits. All of these industries are waiting a centralized authority to authorize money speed, money movement between hands, lowering rates, increasing rates, manipulating markets so the loans could come up again and banking industry can work out and get to the cycle of the money again. In the second level symptom, we can see the forex trading platforms markets and cryptocurrencies trading platforms and so many other stock markets where there are so many players there and we can differentiate them as per their capitals inside these markets. We have sharks, whales, shrimps, and so many other players. When to sell and when to buy, where the real value of the stock or a company is the same, but the manipulation by the traders are the main controller here. Whether it was stock markets, fiat currencies, or even a cryptocurrency market, all are trying to make profits from a non-realistic values. And of course, affect prices of the real products in normal people's lives. The last symptom here, as we can see, some NFTs sold by almost $7.5 million per each, and some humans in Africa with complete bodies searching for basic things on earth to just live and keep surviving. We are not here to criticize NFT's business and the promising doors of this technology, but just highlight our current ways of human greediness, and this is only one symptom. We have hundreds of stories can explain why we are not all right. And our current financial systems and behaviors are not all right. Many of you have seen this illustration about the wealth gap in the world, where almost 50% of the global wealth in the hands of 1% of world population. I am showing it here as a result of what a current financial system produces and where we are now. because of current capitalism and economic theories we follow. By the way, all have been working well to some extent till the 70s, 80s of the past century. Today, we have a different innovation tools to change this, not only by creating new currencies or systems over this capitalism theories or the same economic theory, but the technologies to create a new infrastructure to the whole world economy, a new infrastructure to furnish more justice in the world. And one of these helpful technologies is blockchain. So yes, we are not talking about a normal disruptive technology here, but a foundational technology and infrastructure technology. To explain more the gap in our financial system, you can see this slide about 5 companies in the United States in the market cap of $11 trillion, while the GDP of 45 countries in the third world are $9.1 trillion only. And now let's go to the idea, an innovation idea of the blockchain macroeconomic theory. To this theory, I would like to make clear notes here. First, this is the first version made in blockchain macroeconomic theory. So it's not necessarily to be considered or implemented in the same shape we are showing now. Some more research are going on to this field. Second, we have been exploring forth and back into the financial history and sound money and governance till we reach to this first illustration of blockchain macroeconomic theory. The theory is about dividing the global economy into 3 main layers. First, the macroeconomic basic needs layer. Second, the macroeconomic traditional layer. And third, the microeconomic layer. The human basic needs layer is to be set free for all humanity. And that means to free it's totally out of any financial system. Creating the basic needs layer under DAO control, a fully blockchain decentralized ledger made as of proof of stake consensus. Stake is defined by each state contribution into this basic needs layer. In other words, any sustainable earth resource reliable to avail for all humans in the world and matches the basic needs of the human race shall go under the basic needs layer, such as nutritious food, clean water, shelter or safe place, electricity, and internet access. For the second and third layers, we will listen to our international keynote speakers talking about latest initiatives and projects toward financial inclusion. In the traditional macroeconomic layer, we have some excellent initiatives in a global supply chain to unite the currency of exchange between world countries in order to get rid of currency manipulation and other board activities we have experienced in the past century. The third layer is about microeconomics, and it's getting the most attention. There are so many initiatives, projects, and a lot is going on there, which is something normal as this layer is the closest one to our daily activities as humans. It's all about money, cash, fiat, DeFi, DeFi2, and NFTs. We will hear today so many excellent roadmaps and mainly to align the regulations platforms between CBDCs and cryptocurrency. It's a big dream if we can find an equation of one platform to connect both sides, which is one of the reasons why GBA exists. So this new concept is about giving and the beauty of giving. Setting the basic needs layer totally free for humanity is never be an easy thing to achieve, but it's a reliable option with all emerging technologies and green sustainable resources available on Earth. Think about it as you don't have to pay gas fees again or electricity bills, and wages to secure approximately 50% on your saving. Think about recovering economy and purchase power to all society levels, and think about getting back the missing trust between government and people. It's all about giving. Finally, this research is huge. We just covered less than 1% of its content. So many other related factors, SWOT analysis studies are involved and to be covered with the final paper of this global initiative. I will take this opportunity to ask for your support and ideas towards financial inclusion and justice. We ask the silent majority of scientists, thinkers, innovators, and world organization leaders to step up and join us in our R&D working group with GBA. The main point here today is that our Earth is very, very rich to implement basic needs layer, and it's a reliable option for all mankind. Or, as we said it, let us light the Earth before leaving to Mars.